Hey everybody, Josh Cook here. I'm a student at Full Sail University studying my Master's of Fine Arts in Media Design. The three most important things I learned this month is the fact that you need to know your client, you need to know their competitors, and you need to know their target market. If you can do these three things and know all of them well, you're going to have the best brand out there. By knowing your client, you need to know them well enough and know their business problems well enough to be able to create something that allows them to zag in their industry when everyone else is zigging. Simply put, they're different and unique than everyone else. Knowing their competition will allow you to have the upper hand on the strengths and weaknesses, the things that they're doing and not doing in the market, to allow them to zag when everyone else is zigging. And lastly, knowing your target audience and that target market is important so that you can actually draw the attention of them, so that way they want to build a relationship with you and become loyal to your brand. For my project, I chose the industrial sector, and really it's more like the theme park industry as far as industrial wise. But the four different companies are the Disney Parks, Universal Studios and Island of Adventures, SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, and then the one I chose was Six Flags. Let's talk about some of these similarities in the parks. You've got two different things that really stand out, and they kind of go together. All of these parks have a vision. They want to be unique. They want to have the most people come there, spend the most money. And their vision is to be bigger and better, have the newest, fastest rides, shows, whatever it may be. But that's their vision, to be unique and to offer that to the consumers. However, they are also similar in this because they're all trying to be different. So to be different, they're actually trying to take and make that experience of riding the movies, feeding a dolphin, whatever it may be, and make that better than the other theme park's theme, if you will. When it comes to differences, each park obviously has its own unique thing, but let's talk about them specifically. First up is Disney. Now with them, they're a very large park, if you will, but they have multiple parks giving you different experiences, but it's all a Disney experience wrapped up that way. So that's really what makes them different. Next up is one of the newer theme parks, and this is going to be Universal Studios along with Islands of Adventure. Universal Studios, at least Hollywood's the first one, and then Universal Studios Florida, they were real studio oriented, how movies are made, stunt shows, all these different things. So they built Islands of Adventures right next to Universal Studios Orlando. The cool thing about that is it brings in multiple different themes into one park, from Harry Potter to Marvel to Dr. Seuss, Jurassic Park. There's a lot of different things, and depending on what part of the park you're in, you're going to be in a different area. So that's kind of what makes Universal Studios stand out. Last, as far as the competitors is concerned, is going to be SeaWorld and Busch Gardens. What they have that's different is the fact that, yes, they do have animals, but it's the way that they theme their park. They have thrill rides, they have shows, but they're building their brand and they're different in their theme parks from everyone else because they're building that relationship between their customers and their vision of teaching and educating about wildlife and animals. Six Flags is the last company, and this is the one that I chose for my project. What a lot of people don't know about Six Flags is it has the most parks in America. When you think about Six Flags, what does it mean? That's something I want to bring out in this rebranding. I want to make this company have a meaning to its target market. But what I really want to do is I want to rebuild this relationship that they lost with their customers. I want to rebuild that loyalty with them. What I plan on doing is looking at the competitors, seeing what they're doing and not doing. So that way I can go into using, say, social media, using comic book advertisements, for example, in the DC Comics, and ultimately create TV spots and different things that aren't just saying, hey, come to Six Flags, but actually telling people what Six Flags is, what it means, giving them this authenticity and this loyalty to their customers. So I hope this helps. There'll be more to come as far as more specifics of what I'm going to do in this project later on. But right now, that's kind of where we stand.